Hey, what's up, guys? This is Boxing Guru, and I'm here to talk about some more boxing. Now, Canelo was just made the mandatory for Billy Joe Saunders, via WBO. As I said before, I told you guys that this would happen. I saw it coming a mile away. There's a reason why they did why they fought Liam Smith. I mean, it didn't even benefit them at all to fight Liam Smith except getting that strap. And really, the strap itself, it didn't really benefit them at all. It's just the way the rules are set up for the WBO. If you have a strap at a certain weight division and you move up, you automatically become the mandatory to the weight division you're moving up to. So, he passed up Albertin Cristice or some shit like that. Some motherfucking European motherfucker. He passed him up that's been there, but whatever. We all know this is for the best interest of boxing because, this is a important fight for boxing for the middleweight division. If Canelo does decide to fight Billy Joe Saunders, which I thought it was a plan since the beginning, since they fought Liam Smith. If he decides to fight him, he gets that belt. He has a little bit of a leverage over Triple G in the negotiation tables, and it's gonna force Triple G to accept whatever they give him. I mean, at the end of the day, if Triple G wants to be undisputed, if he wants all the belts, he's gonna have to go through Canelo. So that's why it's kind of like he's gonna have him by the balls. So he's gonna have to accept the $15 million offer. And it's just like this, man. That was a plan. Like I said, Billy Joe and Canelo, I felt like that was a plan. I felt like that's why they fought Liam Smith, as I already said. But the plan, the fight itself, it kind of got complicated because Billy Joe's past performance, it was horrible. I personally thought that fight was a draw. I'm only saying a draw because Billy Joe, he's the champion, obviously, but he looked horrible in that fight. And that's gonna cause problems as far as promoting the Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders fight. And even Oscar De La Hoya himself, he even said that the offer is not the same. The offer doesn't stand. They're cutting the offer in half. But at the end of the day, none of that matters because Canelo's is mandatory, so he has to fight him regardless because the WBO already said that Billy Joe Saunders is going to be forced to fight his fucking mandatories. They're tired of his shit. They're tired of him fucking holding that belt hostage in a fucking cave over there in Britain like a little bitch. Everybody's tired of his bitch ass. He's gonna have to fight somebody. But like I said, that's why I feel like Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders is, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 chance that they're gonna either pick Billy Joe or pick Julio Cesar Chavez. And the reason being is because Chavez looked good in his last fight, right? He's a bigger fighter, bigger name, more money, a bigger fight. It's gonna generate more money. Billy Joe Saunders, he's a 160-pound fighter with the strap that's gonna give him leverage in the negotiation tables with Triple G. Although he did look horrible in his last performance, and personally, I think Canelo beats him, easily. Especially judging from his last performance. So it just depends. I mean, if Canelo wants to fight Billy Joe Saunders, that'll completely eliminate a fight with Julio Cesar Chavez. I don't see that fight happening, ever if the fight doesn't happen now. The reason being is again because Chavez wants to fight the winner of Badu Jack and James DeGale, and I don't personally think Chavez could be either one of those guys. So if he loses that fight, that'll bring his stock down, and he'll have to get another tuna fight. It's just that fight's not gonna happen. So if they want to fight Chavez, if they want to generate the most money, and they want a fighter who kind of emulates Triple G style. I say kind of because Triple G is much more methodical. He's much more technically sound. But they both pressure fighters who come forward, who hit hard, and who have a chin. But personally, I think Chavez hits harder. Evidently, he's bigger. He's bloated up to 200 pounds at fight night. So the kid hits hard, man. The kid hits hard. We've seen what he did against Martinez. He almost nearly knocked him out in the last round. I personally thought they should have stopped the fight. The guy was out on his feet. So it is what it is. I mean, I personally, in my heart of all hearts, if you think about it, like in present time, if you only worry about present time, I would rather see the Chavez fight. But if you're worrying about long term shit, like as far as building the Triple G fight, I would rather him fight Billy Joe Saunders, actual middleweight. Even though Chavez, he's bigger, people want to bitch about it. It's actually a step in the right direction because he's fighting somebody who's bigger than him, who's stronger than him, who hits harder than him, and who has a chin. You know, is he's not an he's not. It's not gonna be. I don't know why people think it's gonna be easy fight for Canelo. I mean, it's not gonna be an easy fight for Canelo. I think Canelo's gonna come on strong the first 6 or 7 rounds, but Chavez is gonna have his moments in the later rounds, and I don't know. I think Canelo's gonna be tested. I think his heart's gonna be tested, and I think his chin will definitely be tested. And consider. I mean, and if we look at that fight carefully, and if he gets checked like really good in the chin, and you see him get dropped, and he comes back, and he gets up, we'll get to see, if he can actually engage with Triple G in the fight. Because say what you want, I believe Chavez hits harder. I mean, it's just simple science. The guy is bigger. The guy is bigger. He has knockouts. The guy, he's a strong boy. He's a big boy. He's not a good boy. He's a big boy. So if Canelo's able to take Chavez's punch, I'm pretty sure he'll take Triple G's punch. I don't think he'll win. If he I won't guarantee you that he'll beat Triple G if he beats Chavez, but I'll definitely be more confident in saying Canelo's gonna beat Triple G. Everybody knows I think Canelo will beat Triple G. Well, anyway, this is Boxing Guru. Take the time to subscribe. Whatever fight we get, they're both good fights. Personally, think the Chavez fight is a better fight right now. But as far as long term, as I said, Billy Joe Saunders is, a step in the better direction. Subscribe.